Phaedra Parks just dropped a bombshell calling out Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Damon for allegedly spreading lies, and the entire confrontation was caught on camera. Is this the ultimate betrayal in Married to Medicine history? Stay tuned because this drama is just getting started. If you thought the drama on Married to Medicine couldn't get any wilder, think again. In a shocking twist that has fans glued to their screens, Phaedra Parks has publicly called out Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Damon, accusing them of spreading outright lies. And the most explosive part, it was all caught on camera. Now the internet is buzzing with questions. What exactly did they say? Why did Phaedra feel the need to confront them so publicly? And what does this mean for the already fragile friendships within the group? In today's deep dive, we're breaking down everything you need to know about this scandal. We'll walk you through what led up to this fiery confrontation, the jaw-dropping accusations, the footage that's sparking outrage, and what insiders are saying really went down behind the scenes. By the end of this video, you'll have all the receipts and the full context. Because, trust me, this isn't just petty reality TV drama. This clash could have serious consequences for careers, reputations, and long-standing alliances. So, grab your tea, because we're spilling every drop. And make sure to stick around until the end. We've got exclusive insights you won't hear anywhere else. The tension between Phaedra Parks and Dr. Heavenly Kims didn't erupt overnight. It simmered over time, fueled by subtle jabs, perceived slights, and underlying mistrust. Phaedra, known for her sharp wit and non-nonsense attitude, joined the cast of Married to Medicine, bringing with her a legacy from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Her transition into the medical-centric reality show was met with mixed reactions. Some cast members questioned her relevance to the show's theme given her legal background rather than a medical one. Dr. Heavenly, a prominent figure on the show, didn't hold back her opinions. In various interviews and episodes, she labeled Phaedra as fake and accused her of fabricating stories, suggesting that such tactics might have worked on Housewives, but had no place on Married to Medicine. The discord escalated when Dr. Heavenly publicly warned Phaedra to come prepared for the Season 11 reunion, stating she wouldn't tolerate any lies. This warning set the stage for an inevitable confrontation. The moment we've all been waiting for after weeks of passive-aggressive jabs and mounting tension, the confrontation finally went down. But it wasn't just a heated exchange. It was a full-on public clash that left viewers on the edge of their seats. And what made it even more shocking, it was caught on camera. It all started during a seemingly innocent group gathering, a dinner to be exact. The cast had come together for what was supposed to be a fun, casual evening. But things quickly spiraled when Phaedra and Dr. Heavenly found themselves face-to-face for the first time in weeks. Dr. Damon, ever the peacemaker, was there too, trying to keep things light and avoid any more drama between the two women. However, the tension was palpable from the moment Phaedra walked in. You could feel the unspoken animosity in the air. Everyone was waiting for the inevitable. And then, like a match to gasoline, it happened. Phaedra, with her trademark calm but calculated demeanor, was the first to address the elephant in the room. She turned to Dr. Heavenly, who had been vocal about questioning her integrity, and said, "I know you've been running around spreading lies about me, Heavenly, but let's be clear. I don't need to make up stories to be relevant. It seems like you've got a talent for doing that yourself." The room went silent. Everyone stopped eating. Everyone stopped talking. You could see Dr. Heavenly's eyes narrow as she took in the comment. This wasn't just a playful jab. It was an accusation, a direct attack on her credibility. Dr. Heavenly, who's known for her quick wit and her ability to turn situations around, didn't back down. She fired back with a sharp retort. "I don't know what you're talking about, Phaedra. Maybe you need to look in the mirror, because your whole life has been built on lies. I'm just the one who's brave enough to call you out on them." That's when the drama took a more intense turn. Phaedra didn't flinch. In fact, she seemed to get even more composed, almost like she was ready for this moment all along. She leaned in and responded with a level of calm that only added to the tension in the room. "Oh, Heavenly, you've been talking about me behind my back for months, calling me fake, questioning my integrity, and then you have the nerve to sit here and act like I'm the problem." Phaedra's voice was calm, but loaded with venom. You've been making up stories just to stay relevant on this show. You've been creating drama where none existed. But the truth always comes out, doesn't it? The word truth hung in the air like a heavy weight. And as if to add fuel to the fire, Phaedra dropped the ultimate bombshell. I've got the receipts, Heavenly. And Dr. Damon, I'm looking at you, too. Your silence speaks volumes. With those words, Dr. Damon, who had been quietly observing, suddenly found himself dragged into the confrontation. The tension in the room shifted as everyone turned to look at him, waiting for his reaction. The camera zoomed in on his face, capturing every shift in his expression as he seemed caught off guard. For a moment, Dr. Damon remained silent, almost as if he was unsure how to handle the sudden heat. But then he spoke up, his voice steady, but clearly annoyed. I don't know what you're trying to imply, Phaedra, but I've never lied about you. I've never spread rumors, and I won't sit here and let you twist my words. It was at that moment that the situation reached a boiling point. Phaedra, with a sly smile, responded, Really? Because from where I'm sitting, it looks like you've been just as involved in spreading these so-called lies as anyone else in this room. I don't have to lie to make people listen. You do. And just like that, what started as a dinner gathering quickly turned into a full-blown confrontation. A confrontation that would become one of the most talked-about moments in the series. Phaedra had laid the cards on the table, and now the question was who would fold first? The camera angles, the reactions of the other cast members, and the silence that followed Phaedra's statement only amplified the intensity. Dr. Heavenly tried to brush it off, but her shaky voice betrayed her. Dr. Damon, visibly uncomfortable, refused to back down, but was his silence in some ways an admission of guilt? But here's the catch. While the cameras captured every second of this confrontation, we have to wonder, what did we not see? Were there more behind-scenes conversations? Were there even more lies that didn't make it to air? And if so, what's next for Phaedra, Dr. Heavenly, and Dr. Damon? After the explosive confrontation between Phaedra, Dr. Heavenly, and Dr. Damon, things were never going to be the same. The fallout from that dinner didn't just shake up the group dynamics on Married to Medicine. It sent shockwaves through the entire fan base, social media, and even the future of the show itself. First off, let's talk about the immediate aftermath. Within hours of the dinner, fans flooded social media with their reactions. Hashtags like Phaedra vs Heavenly and Dark Heavenly Lies trended on Twitter, with everyone weighing in on who was right and who was wrong. And let's just say the opinions were split. Some fans sided with Phaedra, praising her for calling out Dr. Heavenly's alleged lies. They argued that Dr. Heavenly had been using her position on the show to create unnecessary drama, particularly at Phaedra's expense. Many felt that Phaedra had been unfairly painted as a villain in the past, and this confrontation was her chance to set the record straight. On the flip side, Dr. Heavenly's loyal followers came to her defense, blasting Phaedra for being dishonest and accusing her of stirring the pot for the sake of attention. Some even pointed out that Phaedra's comments seemed more like a calculated move to stay relevant on the show after being in the background for a while. But while the fans were busy debating, the fallout didn't stop there. Behind the scenes, the drama was escalating. Sources close to the show revealed that the tension between Phaedra and Dr. Heavenly wasn't just limited to that one dinner. It was affecting the entire group dynamic. Cast members started to choose sides, and lines were drawn in the sand. What made things even more complicated was the role Dr. Damon played. Although he tried to stay neutral during the confrontation, the fact that Phaedra called him out made it clear that he wasn't going to escape the drama unscathed. Insiders suggested that the tension between him and Phaedra had been simmering for a while, particularly due to some off-camera conversations that were now being brought into the spotlight. The tension didn't just affect the cast, though. The production team felt the heat, too. Sources say that they had to intervene multiple times to prevent things from escalating further. And at one point, there were even discussions about whether or not Phaedra's and Dr. Heavenly's scenes should be edited differently for the sake of maintaining peace among the cast. Would the show really allow this feud to tear the group apart? And then there was the bigger question. What about the future of Phaedra and Dr. Heavenly on the show? Rumors swirled that the fallout could lead to one of them being written off. The producers, Aware of the tension between the two, were reportedly concerned that this drama could overshadow the show's medical focus and turn it into nothing more than a reality TV brawl. But the most telling aspect of the fallout